Oh, yo, we in here. We out here. We in and are out somewhere. But I know where we're going back to. We're going back to Scarlet Hollow. I'm a little low energy, but that will change maybe. You already know what we gotta do. We gotta take that down. It's terrifying. So I'm gonna go into my rate. Which do I have to like stop the stream for that? That should go crazy when it's just like maximum bit rate has been surpassed, and it's like, what do you want me to do about that? Please check video resolution. It is 1092 times 614. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. How am I supposed to turn down my stream bitrate? It's just like, hey, bro, you should turn this down, and no explanation. Output. Alright. Changing that brother to 1000. That shit do look a little goofy as hell. I don't want to plug in the Ethernet cable, but I think I might have to. Please check the video resolution. Current resolution 1090 by 614, which is not optimal. Okay. Where would I go to fix such a thing? Output. I'd assume the video settings. I can't change that. That's not something Video output is currently active. Please turn off any outputs to change video settings. Well, fucking, well, I don't know what you want about that then. Should I just, like, stand by and see if it goes down again? Yeah, that looks like it's taking a huge dip. I'm watching it. I'm watching my dropped frames go up in real time. I'm scared to start, realistically. Alright, I'm gonna have to do technical fixings. How to pause a YouTube stream. OBS. When we stream using OBS, we are going to YouTube Live. Then our church services are time YouTube. When I stream a YouTube video over YouTube Live, we either do no Can I turn off like all video sources? Like, would that help? Yeah, no, as long as it's outputting something. You know, it hasn't said reconnecting in a while. I think that means we're good to start. Yeah, right. The inherent, like, upsetness at not being able to do what I want to do woke me up a little. But also, I want to use the bathroom. So with further ado, we will start. Alright, coming out of my cage, and I'm feeling just fine. Gotta something because I want to know. Hell nah, bro. I just opened the shit up. And yo, what is his brother doing here? Hold on, let me. Can you at people in chat? Yeah, I can. I can call this brother out personally. I stay instigating. Y'all already know. Alright, so I'm just gonna load up where I was last time. If you'd like to continue in episode 2, please save the game now. Continue. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1? Sure, why not? The long lost cousin, the bad news, the bus ride, Pearl Ann. Oh, I remember Tabitha. Yeah, I remember Avery and Stella's a YouTuber and whatnot. Yeah, the weird ass deer, Duke, the ditchling, Wayne, and Sybil and Kanika. It's Tuesday. You open your eyes. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. You are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room. I just watched that shit disconnect in real time, bro. We plug it in the Ethernet cable. And we just gonna hope it stays there. There's no way I'm gonna be struggling with this all stream. To the internet right now. If this footage comes out terribly, so help me. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. I'm not looking at the opossum. I'm not looking in the closet. I'm not looking out the window. Yeah, let me text Stella. Probably a good idea to check in with your new friend. Let's not get too buddy-buddy here. We're trauma buddies. We're not buddy buddies. You can't imagine she's holding up very well. Hey, how you holding up? It might take her a minute to get back to you. In the meantime, we're getting dressed and going to the kitchen. We're not showering, I noticed. Yeah, frou-frou, whatever, man. I'm not talking to frou-frou, dude. She clearly doesn't want to be touched. You leave her be. Maybe she'll come around to you when she's more comfortable. Hey. You sure took your time getting up. Is it like 8 a.m.? Because if that's true, it's a valid response. I'm not telling her about the monsters in the woods. It's like 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m. Is that late? It's late for someone who's supposed to be at work half an hour ago. Like me. Well, not me. What? I don't... So? I wanted to make sure I relayed this message in person in case you decided to ignore my texts again. I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around in the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there. You could fall down a cliff. You could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere. You'd get lost in the woods and never be found. Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe. And just because Stella spends a lot of time in the woods doesn't mean she'll keep you out of trouble. I want you home by sunset from here on out. But what you're doing is unacceptable? I feel like unacceptable is a strange word to use. I don't want to apologize. So I'm just not going to say anything. You hold your tongue. I'm late enough as it is. I'm going to work, and I expect to see you here at sunset. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. What are you going to do if I don't? Ground me? Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. A text from Stella. Up most of the night on cryptid forums, but no good answers yet. Chugging coffee in the library now if you want to join. I have scones. Cool on my way is way too excited. But sure, I'll engage. And that's that. Time to start your day. Well, I don't need to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. So I'll just leave. The walk back to town is much less pleasant than it was yesterday, when you didn't know that the woods were full of monsters and strange men who know your name. You stare anxiously into the darkness, between the trees searching for any signs of movement, but the woods are still, at least for now. Oh, the woods are still, like, verb. Damn, chat empty as hell. I'm not even a YouTuber. The autumn-tinged mountains sprawling for miles in every direction now feel like less beautiful. Less like beautiful scenery, and more like the walls of a cage. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in this cage. Look who I found at the library. She was up all night thinking about that video, adding you to a group text. I'm only here because it's quieter than the store, or was, lol. And I'm trying to figure out what animal that could be. I don't buy into this harbinger of doom stuff. We know what animals they are. They're ditchlings, and they are harbingers of doom. You guys are right next to each other. Sounds like they're having fun. I don't need to say anything. Yeah. I'm not telling them anything. You put your phone away without replying. They'll see you soon enough. Almost back to town. You make it down. You make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out at you. No scary men blocked your path. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you've witnessed as if they happened to someone else. Oh, hey, Kofi. We're just talking about you. Really? Why? I stopped by Sybil's to pick up her new tea blend, and well, yeah, the biggest thing that come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. You went out with Stella last night, right? Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. And Gretchen wasn't with her. They're never apart. I'm not gonna lie to him. There's no reason to do that. If Stella didn't say anything, it's probably not my place to share. Okay, I guess. That's fair. I hope everything's okay. I'll tell you what. I'm on break for the next half hour. It feels like you're always on break. Why don't you swing by the... Oh, Sybil knows. Good on you, Sybil, for not snitching like a certain someone tends to do. Why don't you swing by the diner if you want to decompress? Wendy can fix you some of Sybil's new blend. Maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'll like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. If you feel like talking, I'll be all ears, but no pressure. Anyway, it's up to you. See you around, Kofi. See you, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. Alright, then keep your secrets. Maybe I will. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if not only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. What aren't you... Alright, well now I know she's hiding something. Thanks, Street Smarts. But that seems very confrontational. Yeah, do you know... Yeah, wait, do you know anything else about the Ditchlings? I know you said you didn't know much beyond those stories, but... I'm afraid that's still true, but I'm sure that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Yeah, sure you do. Stay safe and God bless. You probably have a bit of time before you're needed at the library. Yeah, I'm not going nowhere. I'm keeping my money on me. You enter the former town hall. Is that something that we were told about? Because I did not remember that. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves, meeting rooms, and offices. Long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh, hey, you made it! You are way too far to be, like, talking at a library tone. Yeah, bro. Shh. This is a library. You made it. Glad you could join us. Morning, Kofi. You look tired. I've never done a Scooby-Doo. Yeah, the estate sucks. Yeah, the estate isn't the easiest place to get a good 8 hours. I've never realized houses could get so windy. I can only imagine. That place was already falling apart the last time I was there, and it's been years. I can't imagine it hasn't been condemned. Or I can't believe it hasn't been condemned. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting tired again. Not only that, there's anyone. Not that there's anyone here to do the condemning. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Before we do, let me check chat. How is this brother asleep? Let me start hating. Hey there, stranger. Strangers. And literal stranger? Oh, okay. I'm not introducing myself. You. It's just fold after L after L with you. Hey there, Oscar. This is Kofi. You know, Tabby's cousin. Oh, I should have known you were a Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Thanks. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance is, strong. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, Chief Librarian, and only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. How do you build a place from scratch? Alright, I guess he, like, put the shelves in, because this used to be Town Hall. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people. I'm hitting her with the black scent. You already know. Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? from Mario? Oh, it's her daughter. I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting in trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with. They're good kids at heart, and I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. How old are we? I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's the old Maxwell? Well, yeah, what is the old Maxwell place? It's this great old abandoned spot. This is where the responsible kids are hanging out. We used to hang out there when we were teens. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there are like Swiss cheese. Yeah, no, I'm used to those now, actually. They're not that bad. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. Why would I say that? Why would I say... Why are all the Street Smart answers just dick moves? I'm not gonna say ditchling out loud. Yeah, dude, I don't need to say anything. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore. Though it's not as safe as it usually is around here. She's slowly becoming Texan. Or is that so? Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going on in the woods. Don't make eye contact with me while saying that. That's actually why we came in today. Have you heard of these creatures called ditchlings? They're a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. They kind of look like the Pillsbury Doughboy if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. This adult does not know what the word creepypasta is. Kanika's mom told us about them last night, after seeing some footage we got in the woods. Ditchlings? Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, worth a shot. Okay. If you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Or should I be worried about something? I don't know yet. Maybe. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some more books. Let me check chat. Yo, it's the guy. The guy that makes me go, wow. Unfortunately, I am the guy that makes you go, wow. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. And now I'm 100% convinced a horrible calamity is befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in these woods. Whatever is out there in the woods has been brutalizing the local wildlife. I don't think it's safe. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks, Kanika. And Kofi, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad worry about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. We have the internet for this reason. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. Alright. This is gonna be so much fun. So much faster with the two of you here to help out. Get our snacks. Got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Reading awaits. I do have a little bit of background knowledge on this game. According to the Steam description of the game, I do know that the coal mine collapsed at one point. So that's what we're going to read. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars. Indian Wars? Like the French Indian Wars? Exacerbated by his short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy, Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest two sons to that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, who named their kid after Andrew Jackson, to take charge of the mine. Under his leadership, the mine prospered undoubtedly, in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade coal unions for decades. Yo, John D. Rockefeller! Making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings and bustling Main Street overseeing it all. The elegant Scarlet Estate, 1989, largest and finest region, culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918. It was found that Charles Shaw Corman, during the mine, of loosened security measures, increased production during World War I, resulting in the fatal collapse and deaths of over 160 men and boys. God damn. Casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's eldest son, Theodore, who had taken over for his aging father during the bustle of the war. His brother Enoch V. Scarlet managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. This is a very small town. How do you really recover from a loss of 160 population? So this is how your family made its fortune. Well, there's no reason not to read all of them. Let's hear more about this Silas guy. Silas Everett Scarlet was born in Colonel Everett J. Scarlet, 1818, one of the 12... No, so it couldn't have been the French Indian War, right? Because obviously French Indian War happened before American Revolution, and that was in 1776. I don't know when it. I think it was 1700s. In order to fight in the war, you'd have to be born in the 1600s, wild guesstimate, or at least close to end of 1600s, early 1700s. So at age 50, World War One was late as hell. All right, so I have no idea actually. I'm pretending like I'm doing some crazy ass mental math. Like I'm really just confused. Grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history. Joined the army in 1836. Quickly rose to the ranks and partook his father's connections. Particular roots of such routiques, but bloody style Scarlet. Federal government. Now captain, stylist, tracked a bounty, to become Scarlet Hollow. That is so crazy to me. I didn't even make the connection between my last name and the name of the town for some reason. I just heard Scarlet in multiple places and just was just like, yeah, that's how that works. But it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas's own two hands, occupied by his family's tenants. Mary Joseph Scarlet. Flying business, but put on the map. He saved what could, bought surrounding hillside, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Yeah, okay. A few entries catch your eye. I'll read about Wampus cats. Often linked to Cherokee legends, some cite the Wampus cat as originating with the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down by wearing a bobcat-like mask, tricking it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people of the region from its evil. Others say the creature comes from a story about a woman who wore the pill. This is like I'm reading an actual book. Canonically, I do not have the attention span for this. You close the book and put it back. I think I'm all done. Let's check in. Alright, so if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. Can we? What did Kanika's mom say that made that true? But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Before you go, a handsome black cat leaves on the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Hey, Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper you can find. Stella, for some reason I just read her name as a part of that sentence. Don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's treats. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. Why do you let a paper shredder wander freely around the library? Have you seen the little guy's face? How can I say no to that? Bro, he looks horrid. Cat curls up to the table and falls fast asleep. Alright, I'd better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything. I don't care about his daughter, bro. Yeah, huh? Huh? What were you saying about nuclear incidents? You were talking about that Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah, apparently in the 60s a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up midair and dropped a couple of bombs. This brother's looking back like, oh yeah, local history. Like, what the hell? What do you mean he dropped a couple of bombs on this town? Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the two bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch that had failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. What do you mean it still hasn't been recovered? Yo, Kanika's face! Oh my lord, Kanika's face. I was like, what do you mean it's not? Is it still out there? Right. It's conventional, it's explosive, disintegrated in midair. But most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. Yeah, so I'm asking about the question here. If the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many ditchlings here? Yeah, Goldsboro is almost 400 miles from here. Not that we should be looking too hard at the disaster angle. Not that we should be looking too hard at the disaster angle. Whatever those creatures are, they are not biological. Well, yeah, that means it's a good reason to look into the disaster angle. Because those creatures aren't of Earth. Those are mythical ass beings who can probably sense danger. Look, you never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And the 6-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. I've missed this. I haven't. This seems relevant. So, about the coal mines here. Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I could never. Couldn't be me. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevasse. What? Huh? Yeah, a union-busting mine collapsed from poor working conditions. Color me shocked. Yeah, it's pretty awful. That's what the sculpture out in front is for, commemorating all the men and children who died that day. Every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse of 1918. Our teachers love to emphasize how many children they had working down there. Probably to try to show us how good we have it or whatever. Low bar, if you ask me. Yeah, like, damn. Y'all ain't gotta work in the mines. Y'all have it so good. You know, that could be what the ditchlings are warning us about. Another collapse. Writing it down on the list of potential disasters. Yeesh. Stella, that's morbid. And besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with the kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. Yeah. Don't actually think the mine is... Y'all don't actually think the mine is about to collapse, right? Haha, no. I don't think so. Phew, had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. You never know. Hey, bro, y'all seem to really hate Charles Shaw. That's what happens when somebody directly causes a monumental disaster, especially in a small town like this. People tend to spit when they hear your name. He got run out of town on a rail, you know. And that's not a figure of speech. Back then, they actually tied you to a rail and ran you out of town. There's a big mural of it on the far wall. He got off easy, if you ask me. Yeah, he killed 160 people. Like, he should be, like, jailed. We don't give him to some other town. We send that brother to jail. Stream health good. What happened after the mine collapse? I feel like that's kind of a... I don't want to like suggest something supernatural, but we can keep it in mind. So I'm just gonna say, all right, let's move on. We'll briefly touch on Silas. I don't want to say product of his time in front of a fellow black. I'm not. I don't. I don't like. That's just. I'm not gonna say that. Yeesh. I figured old money from the South wouldn't be great, but he sure did some things to get where he was, huh? Yeah, he scammed like the local like. Oh yeah, he's like he really is like John D. Rockefeller or whatever his name was. It's I don't think it was Rockefeller who said that, but there was one guy who was like, I simply used what I had to my advantage, and what I had was a bajillion dollars. So fair's fair. That book is a perfect example of why you should use multiple sources for your research instead of trusting the first thing you read on the subject. Oh, brother. Yep, dude was a monster. The mines made a lot of money during the Civil War, too. I'm giving her Stella's voice. You can probably guess which side of North Carolina business owner would be working for. Sorry you're related to him. he would look down on me and be like, "What? This cannot be my seed! No! The bloodline! Who ruined it?" Silas seems like a terrible person, but I don't see what he has to do with bad omens or creatures in the woods. I agree, we're talking about ancient history here. Yeah, we probably have better leads. It never hurts to have historical context. I would like to know about Wayne. Do you think Wayne factors into any of this? That creeps who keeps coming around my mom's tea room. He snuck up on us last night and called out Kofi by name. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with him. Maybe he's sick. Maybe that has something to do with what you saw in the woods. I don't know. I'd buy it. Is that all we're going to talk about, Wayne? Like I kind of do want to talk about Wayne. Like, is that all you know about him? All right. So what do you guys think? Maybe we should go to the mines. There was you suspected that shit would collapse. Also, you're wearing a car on your shirt. You even like cars. Maybe we should go to the mines. There was that collapse a while back, and a lot of people died. Maybe the ditchlings are here to warn us about something like that happening again. Okay, good. And hopefully we can find out what happened to Wayne while we're at it. Yeah, I know somebody who doesn't want me in the mines, so... For the record, this wasn't my idea. They both looked at me like, get a load of this lame. Like, what? It's a valid... I don't want to be in there, bro. We can skedaddle and not do that at all. We could just skip town for the week, realistically. We could make it quick. Just question a few miners. And it'd be done with it. The fate of the town might rest on our shoulders after all. Okay, I'm sure the second part isn't true. We gotta get to the bottom of whatever's going on. The only problem is Tabitha. She's not exactly gonna be thrilled to see us snooping around the mines. We can be sneaky. Oh, brother. I'll make sure to be a good lookout. She'll never even know we were there. Look at us, going out on a caper together. I miss this. I missed it too. You're okay with this? I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't even realize how much I miss being able to hang out with you. Though there is something missing. Reese! Who? Oh, yeah, third guy. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope. I tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad. That poor guy. You know, we could pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Kofi. Why? I hate how like everyone wants to talk to me. Like this is so crazy. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. This guy gotta be like a nerd. He named his cat Pixel and named his daughter Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep y'all posted. I didn't eat a scone. Or at least it didn't say that I ate a scone. But, I would have liked to eat a scone. I skipped out on PB&J for that. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. She got a hat. She looks like she's at a funeral. Reese, it's Stella, and I brought some buddies, too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with some? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. By my eyes. I hate how, like, every character, within, like, 2 seconds of meeting me and someone else, just looks at me specifically. Like, I get it. I'm new around here. But I'm just a kid. The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation. What, with me? What? I was just brought along here. Dr. Kelly, we were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not gonna wake him up. If he's sleeping, then probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Kofi would get along super well too. Oh my gosh. I don't want to do something immoral. Like with this person who is like already tired of me. I'm not even that excited to meet Reese. This is Hi, I'm Kofi, Vivian's kid. I know who you are. The way she avoid my god. The way she avoids looking at you as she speaks makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. Reese's mom turns back into the house sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese and he misses both of you too. She sighs again, as if deciding whether or not to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow, we can have some supper, and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise he'll be perky, but I'm sure he'll brighten up his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come to... I don't know you. Don't talk to me like I know you, bro. That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring the soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine, nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. Okay, no dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. Well, stop bothering you for now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several clicking locks can be heard. Those doors better have been locked when we got there. God, that one makes me so nervous. Are you okay, Stella? I'm fine. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get her shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool. I'll take my shortcut then. Don't... Yeah. Stella, don't leave me with... I don't... Like, we ain't that close of friends to be, like, in a car together close, bro. I don't... You're welcome to tag along, Kofi. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Ooh, you're walking through the woods? I guess. Mystery machine, bro. We Scooby-Doo. Man, now my Gravity Falls joke is falling flat because they're leaning hard into Scooby-Doo. Think about it this way. He could have killed 161 people. Yeah, I guess. It could have been worse if he killed the whole world. See you at the mines. Well, I don't like this angle my character sits at when we're in the car with somebody. Like, we don't have to look at them. I guess it makes sense for the game, but... Like, I just like to imagine I'm just sitting diagonally in this car. Kanika's a careful driver, but her old van still bumps around on the mountain roads. Thanks for indulging us on that little diversion. Reese's mom can be a lot, but I'm glad we have solid plans for tomorrow. Stella and I haven't really seen much of him in the past few years. That sort of isolation can't be good for his health, no matter what his mom says. Yeah, I want to ask, actually, but I didn't want to ask Stella. Does Stella have a thing with cars? It took some convincing to get her to ride back with Duke last night, even after everything that happened in the woods. She brushed me off when I asked her about it last night, too. I was wondering if there was more to it than just not liking them. Wait, she actually got into a car last night? She must have been really freaked out. That's how her parents died, car crash. That's not something you tell me. Like, I wanted to know, but that's not something you should have told me. She was in the car too, just some cuts and bruises, but she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. I don't think she's ever gonna actually leave this town. Yeah, she's like repressing a lot. Good luck finding a therapist within walking distance of Scarlet Hollow. I don't think that's something Stella would go for anyway. She likes to solve her own problems. What is actually going on with Reese? Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years, and it's not like she's wrong about it. He's been a wreck the few times I've seen him. I just find it a little weird that his mom hasn't brought in any outside doctors, at least not any I'm aware of. I mean, she's a doctor, but if your kid's been housebound for this many years, you'd think it's something you'd put a lot more effort into fixing. I don't know, I'm probably just projecting or something. That's rough. Yep. Do you have any other theories on what's going on, aside from what we've talked about at the library? I don't know. I don't think there's enough evidence, or enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. Though I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkey or raccoons or something. Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of monkeys. Of monkeys infected with herpes. I can't believe that was the word I stopped at when just right ahead there was a huge left turn in that sentence. Like 4,000 of them. Maybe the ditchlings are some kind of alopecia research monkeys. Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. I'm not gonna say anything. And that's it. You and Kanika sit in comfortable silence for the last few minutes of the ride. You and Kanika arrive at the mines before Stella, obviously. It was probably going to be another couple of minutes. Hey, how's the ride? Did you run here? Yep, felt like getting a run in. I didn't want to keep y'all waiting. I feel like there's a better reason to run, but okay. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on lookout. I want to be on lookout duty. What? You tried sneak... Ugh. Okay, so I'll stay out. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to say. I'm compelled to save here because I don't want to be like, okay, let's tell Tabitha we're here, and like completely shut down the notion of sneaking around. If I were in this situation, I'd go ask Tabitha, A. Well, no, she already said we're not welcome. I'm not really welcome here. But I don't want to say talking to people scares me. That's a huge deterrent. I guess I have been adversive. You don't stare at the driver at all times when you're driving, or when you're... Well, when I'm driving, I can't stare at the driver. But when I'm in the passenger seat, no, I don't stare at the driver. That's weird. You should do it, Kanika. There's no way that they're gonna get mad at me for this. Like, they weren't both just about to be like, yeah, you go in. You're going to do it. I hate you both. I hate you both. I hate you both. I hate to step in like this, but I really think you're the best choice here, Kofi. So I don't get to protest? I can't stand you people. So the plan. You know those cheesy old rom-coms where somebody wears an earpiece on their first date? Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance set up in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We could just do a group call. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed your questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I've been doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Aw, thanks. I do my best. Darn. Tootin', this sucks. Golly gee, this is the worst. This is actually giving me so much anxiety. I care too much about this video game. You guys are so lame. I should have gotten Reese. I should have picked up Reese. So let Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. Your phone buzzes. Hey, can you hear us? Try saying something. That's a good question. Won't people notice that I've got earbuds on? People these days have all kinds of things in their ears. It's called multitasking. You'll be fine. I can't stand y'all. You're so lucky that I want to find out what those things are. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of Scarlet Hollow Mine. I'm just walking on in. I'm not saying I'm in. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not talking to Tabitha. You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax. You got reason to be bothering us? Hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin? The miner straightened up, suddenly very serious. Yeah, I pulled rank on your bitch asses. Sorry, didn't know. Thought you were maybe one of them environmentalists or... Yeah, sorry for any trouble. How can we help? Seen anything weird lately? Seen anything weird lately? Nope, nothing at all. Or nope, nothing at all. You make sure to tell your cousin that, okay? Y'all can chill out. Just because I'm Tabitha's cousin doesn't mean I'm a snitch. Yeah, alright. I'm so mad I can't re-give those answers. Oh. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut-up. Miss that dude. Why are you talking about him in the past tense? I met him last night. Good question. Wait, what? No way. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, Well, I guess he ain't. And he hasn't even skipped town, huh? Pretty unexpected turn of events if you ask me. What a relief. Thought something awful had happened to the poor guy. What do you think happened to him? What do you think you are, some sort of cop? Just tell me what happened, man. Fuck off. For what purpose? I just want to know. I wasn't at all suspicious of criminal activity until you said that. I'm still Tabitha's cousin, you know. Man, now I'm even more upset that I said, relax, I'm not Tabitha's cousin. Hey, Zax, come on, man. No, I've been here decades longer than you, and I know a bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Shit's about to start anyway. Sorry. The miners pack up their things and leave. I blew it. Maybe it was just me, but they seem to think Wayne was dead, right? It wasn't just you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the miners storming off like that. That's some pretty good info. Approach another group of miners. A flash of movement in your periphery stops you in your tracks. There's something lurking in the shadows to your right. Against your better judgment, you turn to face it. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. What voice did I give him? You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. Why are you following me? You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. This nigga a ghost. That brother is spectral. He is not in our plane of reality. He's haunted. I'm not going anywhere for the rest of the game. I'm gonna get the lame ending. We're saving here, actually. Dude, I have no reason Dude, Wayne got the jump on me. Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm gonna clear this with them first. Let me be very clear. He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week. That I'd be safe there. What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? The plot thickens. I need to talk to Tabitha about this. The other miners might think this guy's dead, even though he's lurking around the camp. Totally get that. If you're sure, tipping her off might make it hard to talk to anyone else. I'm gonna talk to more miners. Hey there, can we help you with something? Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? Like what? Weird animal sightings. Don't tend to go on many hikes. Not exactly the nature seeing type. After a full day of work, all I see is my bed. Maybe a few beers in between. Odd noises in the woods? I heard something a few nights ago. Like nothing I've ever heard. Some unearthly beast. I'm telling you, Isaacs, you need to take a sick day. You need rest, man. I've already taken a sick day this year. I can't afford to take any more if I want to have Christmas off. Tabitha. Can't be that bad here, right? People getting sick. You a health inspector or something? The boss looks out for our health. Yeah, okay, thanks. Anything else? You guys know about a man named Wayne. Wayne? You mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? Wait, have you seen him? I heard he went missing. Dead, more like. No, come on, man. There's no way. How could he just die? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Yikes, you think... Wait, who just said what? Alright, yeah, okay. Yikes, you'd think no way. Just saying. He wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her. Her charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. A lot of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Thanks for the help. Don't mention it. Let's pack it in, boys. Back to work. Should we check in? Just a heads up. The only group I see is pretty close to the main office. Let's skedaddle. You're interrupted by sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snack pops through a hole in the fence disappears with the Rosalina. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What's she doing here? Doing a delinquency? First doing a Scooby-Doo and then What should we do? We should go after her. If she gets hurt. Can you imagine what Tabitha would do if she catches Rosalina here? Yeah, alright, that's fair. Stealth run. I don't know what I did to get that achievement, but stealth run. You rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sounds of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine, that place was shut down like 100 years ago, after a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. I mean, I doubt it's gonna, like, recollapse. Any collapsing it would have done happened already. I guess we should go after her, right? Yep. Yeah, let's head in before someone gets hurt. Whoa, are you sure you want to tag along? Why? What? Huh? Why? What is it with you and insisting I can do dangerous things on my own? Well, this is not even on my own, but... Well, with you, I might as well be on my own. Well, with you, I might as well be walking in with a bomb that can explode the mind at any time. Even if it means I'll have to go underground. What is with you people? You briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. I feel like I should, right? I feel like I don't have to, actually. Out of the loop. Don't tell her nothing. Because we already have a good justification for being here. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate the maze of corridors. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Doesn't anyone else's chest feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than... I think we're suffocating. People expect this one's real bad, you know, because of the child miners, or should I say the miners. Haha. Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking joke about dead child laborers while walking on the graves. Oh yeah, you know, claustrophobia. I nearly forgot, even though I just learned about it. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. Yeah, maybe stop. Maybe don't do that no more. I actually snuck down here a few times to try to get some good footage. Part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what was that? The mine's gonna collapse. We're all gonna die in here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into the depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Ah, local wildlife. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm gonna get rabies, aren't I? I'm gonna get rabies and die in a mine collapse. Well, you only have to worry about one of those things if they both happen. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry, I'm a little on edge. Kanika stopped at something about a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that knocking sound like knocking to you guys? We should hurry up. Yeah, agreed. The sooner we get out of this death trap, the better. Gosh, I wonder if those are... Shut up! Shut up! Why? What compelled you to say this? They're an old Cornish... Stella! Some say the knockings are a warning, others... Can we go? I'd love to spend extra time poking around down here, but maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. By a second, must less out of a can being popped open. Well, that sounds like the girl. You and Kanika follow. It's weird y'all do this. You breathe a sigh of release as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turn to stare at you with annoyance. What the hell are you doing in here? What the hell are you doing in here, you creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps! I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. Or you'd yell into the cave you're currently in. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. What are you, 5? Your dad's looking for you. And who the hell are you exactly? Call me the phone, cause I'm calling your name. Shut the fuck up, Stella, every time. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't even telling me where I can be. Where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyway? It's fall break. And I don't remember which one Becca was. Oh yeah, that one. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? They got alk in here? Where'd you even get those? Most of the teen avoid eye contact. The quiet one in the back tries to melt into the cavern wall. Oh, I know this isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Ooh. Oh no, that. Oh no, he related. Yeah, whatever. It's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone comes in on Tuesdays, and Mom's there, so it's fine. I start uncomfortably around the cavern as he stares into her brother. I feel like we should go, bro. It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would do to give, what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have the chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he sees this stealing booze from the family store to dig around in an abandoned mine? Who the fuck? Well, let me check around. Yeah, no. This sucks if you're Miles. Dad's dead, Kanika. Why would you bring a dead parent into any argument? But if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere where nobody's supposed to bother us? I don't think this is my place to, like, speak. I mean, like, yeah, like I mean, I don't... Like, this place ain't even cool for the aesthetic, but... Can you at least do your underage drinking somewhere a little safer? What are you, an expert on mine safety? I'd pull rank as fuck here. I'd be like, actually, I'm a member of the Scarlet family, so you should, I'm kind of an expert. And, this mine has a 97.89% chance to kill you. This is the only abandoned place because there wasn't enough coal left to bother digging it. That's conspiracy. That is dead-ass conspiracy theory. My dad told me, and he's an actual foreman at the continuous mining facility, so he knows what he's talking about. Wait, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month, and he says this place is totally safe and we can hang out here anytime we want. Becca's dad is right, though. Check how sturdy this place is. The teen with the beanie jumps and slaps the strut on the ceiling. Oh, that was the knocking we heard earlier. One of these days I'll find a real Tommy knocker. Oh my god, Zane. Jumping up to hip stuff is extremely 8th grade. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too. Quiet, all of you. I don't care where your dad works, Becca. This place isn't safe. Just because these old timber struts have stood this long doesn't mean they'll stand forever. I'm not listening to what some sad 20-something has to say about where we're allowed to be. Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Anyway, Rosaline isn't going anywhere. She's better off here than at home. Yeah, tell him about where you had to sleep, Rosalina. You've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. He just admitted that shit was livable. Rosalina deserves better. I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for that. He's a good guy and he cares about you, Rosalina. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? It's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore. He's just lying you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Becca, he said it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could have investigated. There's no ghost, Stella. It'd be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish you'd be honest with me and tell him what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. I'm not going to weigh in on this, but this is between you and your dad, and the two of you should talk it out, anywhere that isn't here. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and, ghost bust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Whatever gets you delinquents out of this mine. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't, break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if there actually is. If it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. Whether there's a ghost in Oscar's house is a question for a time when we're not in immediate danger. And to ruin everyone's fun, the answer is probably no, there's not a ghost. Now I'm gonna drag my shithead brother back home and suggest you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is... yeah, that was the end of the sentence. By a pair of thunderous knocks. That was a me, I swear. Yeah, nigga, we can see you. And what was it? Come on, Stella. You didn't have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mind noises. It's Tommy knockers for sure. I'm surrounded by dickheads. Dickheads and idiots. They're just all around me. Oh my god. Oh, Lord. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. Stella. I know, but weird stuff happening all around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? If you guys are gonna go after something spooky, count me in. Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody's staying in the mine. We're all leaving. Please, before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. You hear something over the sound of Stella pleading with Kanika. Something's like shuffling of feet on stone and the whispering of mischievous teens. You turn around to see Becca and Alexis are gone. Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small Dublin cat. She freezes as you notice her. Don't go in that hole. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna hang back. I knew you weren't cool enough to hang out with us. Rosalina, come on. Rosalina, come on, Alexis. We'll have more fun without her. That is peer pressure. Are you kidding me? Rosalina, what were you thinking? What were they thinking? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out the whole time I've been here. As I said, I could have been the adult. Well, you didn't say anything, Miles. Thanks a lot. Oh, hey, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Yeah. Oh, no. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Becca shouts back from the other end of the tunnel. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're safe. Then we're totally safe. I'm sorry, Rosalina. I'll see you tomorrow. Whatever. Come on, Alexis. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think we can catch up with them if we follow their voices. I want to take these three out of here while Kofi... Stop that! Stop that! Stop that right there! Quit volunteering me to do things for you. Look, I know I made a bit of fuss about not liking this place, but I'm not about to leave you two alone down here. What if something bad happens and I'm not here to help? What if you run into something totally normal down there that you actually think is a ghost, and I miss out on my chance to figure out what it actually is? Alright, Knucklehead, if I don't escort you three down yourself, can I trust you to actually leave and go home? Yeah, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyway. They've crossed the barrier, I cannot. So my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. What game is he playing, bro? I want to know, actually. What about you, Rosalina? Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Maybe I can help you get Becca and Alexis to leave. I think your dad would kill me. Okay, can I at least wait outside? Okay, sure, you can wait outside for us. Just be careful. Alright. Miles and Rosalina quietly head towards the entrance. Alright, let's get this over with. Do I have to come with you? Yes. Because I think I've made it perfectly clear how I feel about this place. And if I could suck it up to make sure your kids are safe, you can suck it up too. Kanika. No offense. Thick thighs save lives. You will not fit in there. Who's to say I will fit in there? What's the build of my character? Can I put in my real height and weight? Don't worry. Don't worry, you guys. It'll be fun and safe. You call everything fun and safe. Yeah, and if it's fun and safe, then we don't need to get them, so... And here I am, still in one piece. Hey, bro, what about your dog? I'm coming along, but I want to stress that it is against my will and better judgment. Both of you are safe and my capable. She's frowning as if I've offended her. She's not giving me reasons upon reasons to doubt that this is a good idea. We can get coffees of Winnie's once we're all out of here. My treat. You and Kanika exchange a glance while Stella ventures forward. I can't believe this. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? We could get in so much trouble. We're doing this because I'm not about to take life advice from a YouTuber and a dropout. Whoa, that is so uncalled for. I didn't drop out. I'm going back to vet school as soon as my family doesn't need me here. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that River Runner video a lot. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? Most? Statistically, most of them? I think. There's no way there are more sponsored people than not. I mean, not yet. I'm in talks with Meat Rice trademark, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Hey, you good? Yikes, are you okay, Kanika? Yeah, it's fine. I just can't believe we have to deal with that Becca girl slandering us while we're sticking our necks out for her. God, I hate her. Normally I'd say she's just a kid, but wow, if she doesn't have an uncanny ability to go right for the jugular. These are two terrible things to say. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is this me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Yeah, it's not just. Oh, I swept their voices for some reason, but I knew which one was saying which. Yeah, it's not just you. I really don't like that knocking. Calm down, Alexis. It's just mind sounds. Did you see that? Why are we still down here, Becca? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Becca, I swear I saw something. Shut up, there's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. I'm a bit popular. I'm a bit of a popular guy. I like this isn't an answer anyone, or this isn't a question anyone has an answer to. Tommy knockers. Tommy knockers aren't real. But there's a reason people think they make sounds. And it's not a coincidence that the whole Tommy knocker myth is tied to mine collapses. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back? I mean, we're still able to hear their voices at the very least. We're all heading in the same direction. Alright, let's keep it moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knockings grow more frequent. It's still distant, but much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. Becca, we need to leave. This isn't fun anymore. This is plenty fun. I bet you're only saying that because you want to hang out with your dorky crush. She's just an 8th grader. What grade are you in when you're 13? It's like -6. No, it's not -6. It can't be. Yeah, it is -6. So they're teenagers. No. Yeah, cause Rosalina's in 8th grade. So these guys are high schoolers. Yeah, no, that's weird. That's a little weird. Look, this isn't about Rosalina. I know you can hear the knocking. Well, it sure sounds like they're down there, all right. So you want to wait up here, Neeks? The climb down looks pretty nasty. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you. That ladder looks older than all of us combined. Good luck. All right, let's do this. Let's. She'll hoist herself over the edge and begins to climb down. I got a what? Kanika can stay back. Oh, you walk towards the ladder and climb down. Stay safe, Kofi. I'll try. Hey, kids. Oh, great, the adults are here. Thanks, Alexa. Real nice. Thank God I'm getting a bunch of keen eye shit. Oh, it's because she looks visibly upset. I don't want to talk to Becca. I think appealing to Alexis is probably smoother. I can't even remain silent if I wanted to. Alexis, you're so much braver than you think you are. You don't need to let Becca kick you around. Excuse you? No, excuse you, Becca. I don't want to be down here. I don't want to hang out with you. I just want to leave, and I'm going to do that right now. Whatever. This isn't fun anymore. We'll leave. Wow, good job. As Becca and Alexis move towards the ladder, the black chamber before you draws your focus. Finally, let's get the hell out of here. What's happening? What's happening? Hey, are you alright, Kofi? Some reaches for your shoulder, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. What the fuck? I'm getting a mythical vision of 160 deaths. Kofi, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure of something, then you just conked out. He's okay, Kanika. What am I seeing? I thought that was just like... Oh, God. Whoa. Yeah, I gotta skedaddle, bro. Yo, professional babysitter, 0 kids dead. I am so good at saving little kids. Oh, God. So, the fact that I got that achievement means that somebody could have died in there. Oh, my God, that was so sad. We could have died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. What did you just say to me? I said you should shut up. I'm sick of your two-faced bullshit. They didn't almost get us killed down there, you did. Now you're trying to pass it off on whoever else you can. Just to tear on top of this whole shit show of a friendship. I'm really not in a good headspace for this conversation. I could have died in there. Why are you doing this to me? No, enough playing victim this time. Being friends with Rosalina made me realize how horrible you are to me. Friends are supposed to be mean to each other. Friends shouldn't be scared of each other. I never wanted to go into that stupid mine. It was your idea and we could have died. If these grown-ups hadn't shut up, we could have been buried alive in that stupid little tunnel, drinking stupid strawberry margaritas in a can. Screw all of you. Should we go after her? No, let her have her little tantrum. Did that feel good, Alexis, finally telling her off? Yeah, I guess. She's gonna be so mad at me. She probably won't talk to me for a week. Maybe a month. Maybe the rest of my life. It's okay, Alexis. We don't need her. What do we do now? Now we go home! Now I drive you to home. I already texted your parents. I'm sure they're worried sick about you. I'm gonna duck up to the side as furious Tabitha approaches your group. I came as soon as I heard the crash. What the hell are you three doing here? Thought I told you to stay out of trouble, yet here you are at the scene of a mine collapse. How did you manage this? I didn't do it. I was about to say, you ran up to me like I tore the mine down with my bare hands. Tabby, come on, it's not Kofi's fault. Stella's right. If this is anyone's fault, it's yours. You have an abandoned mine on your property that was barely even boarded up. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened. You're lucky no one got hurt. How dare you? It's not like I put a big neon sign saying cool place for teens to hang. It's clearly not safe. Said, yeah, yo. Why are we pointing fingers right now? Kofi's right. We could tear each other up all night and it wouldn't do a thing, but leave us with bruised egos. Why bother? Everyone's fine. Yeah, Kofi is right. I'm going to get my car and we're going back to the estate, Kofi. Tabitha storms off, and you're afforded a quiet moment to catch up with Stella and Kanika. They... Did they? I can't believe you left me down there. Alright, lay off her. What's she supposed to have done? Dragged your unconscious body up that rickety old ladder? No, Kanika, it's okay, I'm sorry. I had no idea how long you would be out of commission. I had to get help. Hey, at least you're alive, right? I'm not talking about my vision. I want to say something so we don't leave up on the note. What happens now? Looks like Tabitha's back. I better drive these kids home. Come on, it's time to go. See you tomorrow, okay, Kofi? I'd really rather you didn't. If you're gonna run around almost getting killed every night, keep my cousin out of it. Your cousin is an adult, Tabitha. He can make his own decisions. Not while he's under my roof. Come on, let's go. As if to illustrate her point, Tabitha grabs your arm, dragging you towards the car. I'll text you when we're back. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Are you holding up? I need to keep my eyes on the road. Sorry about today. I only have some... Don't cross me again. Oh my gosh. I give an inch. I give an inch of like... Yeah, okay, I guess I could possibly be responsible. And she's like, you've ruined me. I'm not talking to you. I just saved children's lives. Jesus Christ. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, a musty stench of decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day is a lot more stressful than it needed to be, but at least nobody got hurt. I'm going to bed and suggesting you do the same. Cut me some slack, would you? The past 2 nights have been a lot to handle. Could you ease up on the attitude? If you just stayed in town and out of trouble, you wouldn't have such a hard time. I only have so much sympathy. Just stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, and maybe you won't keep stumbling into these situations. Please, just don't get yourself hurt. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. I am a trauma victim. Tabitha makes her way up the stairs. Yeah, I guess I don't really have much of a choice. Y'all, these are those things, right? Yeah, those are the things. I saw them again, too. Another picture. This time they were staring from a tree. WTF. These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. Checking chat. I guess there's more to them than being here than the mine collapse. No way. I'm sleeping. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn into the carvings on the wall, and to the visions it imparted upon you. I'm so worried. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so worried. I'm so scared. Oh my gosh. The fact that I've kept my composure that long, that's like half a jump scare. I didn't like it. I really did not like that. Oh my gosh, that's one. What can I say? I really hate animals. I don't want to talk to Frou-Frou. Whoa. I don't like this. Is that the guest bathroom? Am I getting a vision? What the hell is going on? Those were Tommy knockers? Oh. Oh, I guess I kind of missed a lot by not reading about the Tommy knockers. Oh, brother. Alright, that's it. That's enough. I'm good for today. That was a scare and a half. Nowhere near as long as last stream. Oh god. I could have gotten out of this with 0 jump scares. That's so frustrating. Oh my lord. God, it's just nightmare upon nightmare. Who knew nightmares can stack? Oh my gosh, why this town is super duper haunted, and there's Wayne, who is very clearly a ghost, but no one's gonna tell me how or why, because I'm related to stupid Tabitha, who's also standoffish as hell for not very valid reasons. And I can't wait to play chapter 3, but I'm probably gonna do it some other day. Or at least when, probably just around the time my friends like stop playing or get through chapter 1, or get close to the end of chapter 2. Oh my lord. Alright, that's gonna do it, realistically. 2 hours, that's pretty good time, actually. Alright, I guess I'll see you all whenever the next time is.